What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pens and Tea. My name is Carrie, and today we're going to be talking about a stormy night tea and the Pelikan M805 Stresemann. Chocolate, cinnamon, coconut, vanilla. This drink is a real piece of work, all right. Hotter than an inferno and smoother than silk. It's good. Almost too good. Oh, David's tea, you and your descriptions. The ingredients are organic black tea, chocolate, cinnamon, coconut flakes, vanilla bean, and has natural vanilla flavoring. Warning, contains coconut. This tea, like the tea that I featured on the Delta Dolce Vita Masterpiece, is also a semi-exclusive to David's Tea for their Halloween range. It's kind of like what they brought back that they had a few years ago. This tea is definitely chocolatey. In fact, I actually got a smear of it on the back of the package. It's definitely chocolatey. It says coconut. I don't really taste too much coconut. I primarily get the chocolate and the vanilla with just a hint of cinnamon on top, which is where I prefer the cinnamon levels. So a lot of their teas will have cinnamon in it, and I don't really like cinnamon to be the most prominent flavor, which I find with cinnamon, it has a nasty tendency to happen. So I appreciate that this doesn't happen. You take about 1.5 teaspoons into nearly boiling water and let it steep for about 47 minutes. And it has a medium caffeine level. I enjoy the tea. It's a little sweeter than I think I would like, but if I'm in the mood for that, I do like it. I think it's about $8 for 50 grams, so that's just shy of 2 ounces. I don't know if I would get it again, to be honest, but I appreciate the fact that David's Tea brought it out for a limited time so that those of us who got into David's Tea a little bit later could have a chance to try it out. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would get that one again. I think maybe I would get it in store, just as a cup here and there, but I don't think I would buy a full 50 grams of it again. But I will definitely be finishing what I have. And I thought, along with a stormy night, what would go great with that is a stormy looking pen. This is beautiful, and man oh man, I wish my lighting could just justify the sheer gorgeousness that is coming out of this pen. This is the M805 Stresemann. So it has the gray, kind of almost like pantsuit. Come on, camera, really, just focus. Look of it versus their typical green, blue, and now you're even starting to see the red more often. And then of course there's the black solid. I have done a review of the M800 series already. I did the burnt orange one, which I will link in the iCard, whichever one that goes to. So I'm not going to go too heavy into the pen itself because I did that already. But the differences here is that it is an 805. So 05 essentially just means that it's all silver trim instead of gold, which I think looks stunning with this finish. The main difference is that I find the nib on this to be much better than the nib on the burnt orange one that I had. So burnt orange was medium. This is a fine nib, and it writes amazing. This was not tuned by a Nibmeister or anything like that. But I swear it might as well have, because it's awesome. I really like the weight of this over the M600 that I have and the M205 that I have. I really do like it. It can be posted, but is extraordinarily back heavy for my hands when it is posted, but it does post securely. So for those with large hands or really heavy pens, you will enjoy it posted, I think. It is a piston filler. So in my review actually of the M600, which I have the red striation finish of, I show you that you can actually see the ink level in this piston pen if you hold the striations up to the light. I'll also try linking that in the iCard as well, so that you can see the difference also between an M600 and the M800 series. It's very smooth. It writes really wet. It's just beautiful, posts securely. It's easy to clean because you can take the nib unit out. You can actually twist the whole nib unit out. It's piston filler. The threads are really shallow, so you don't feel them when you're holding it. It's the perfect weight. The clip is nice and springy. I love absolutely everything about it. There are no cons for me except for the price. It is an expensive pen. Pelikan in general is expensive, but this finish, because it was like a special edition, which if you love the look of this pen, but you don't like the M800 size, they are going to be coming out with the M400 in this finish very shortly, which is cool because prior to this, they haven't released this finish in like years in anything else. So that's cool. Price-wise, the average retailer in the States will sell it for about $615, which Canada, that translates into about $800, which is a little bit pricey. I bought this at the Scriptus Pen Show, so the pen show that happened here in Toronto on October 30th, which for those of you I met, thank you again for coming. For those of you who didn't get a chance to come out, hopefully I see you next year. It was amazing, and I'm so happy I went. I found this for a pretty dang good deal, where I did not have to pay the full price for it. But I've had my eye on this one, specifically this finish, for quite a while, so I'm very, very happy that I got my hands on it. Let's jump into the writing sample, and I'll show you what it can do. I am beyond impressed with this pen. It is so smooth. The fine line is definitely not as fine as like a typical fine line would be. So for example, this was my Delta Dolce Vita Masterpiece fine, and this is the Pelikan M805 fine. So it is definitely more on the medium side. Excuse me, I would almost say it's like a medium fine, but I don't even care because it is just gorgeous. It is buttery smooth, with like a little bit of feedback, just like ever so slightly, but I really like it. I did not as much enjoy the writing experience with the pen, the M800, the burnt orange one. I felt like the nib was stiff on that, and so I was a little nervous to get into this pen, because I knew it was the same size, but I really am happy. As far as like line variation goes, you can get a little bit. So you can probably go from a fine to a medium, but just look at that. So good. Oh, the ink, by the way, is Diatramentis frankincense. I really like it. I think it pairs well with this pen, as far as like, color on color. The wetness of the pen, very wet. I flippin' love it. Like I said, this pen wasn't tuned, but I almost would say it was, because it just, I'm so happy, and I'm just repeating myself at this point. I'm so happy. Reverse writing, I can't apparently spell reverse writing. You can, it is a little bit scratchy though when you do that. Not like unusable scratchy, but definitely a little bit. But you can take it maybe to like an extra fine there, but obviously it does become a lot more dry than your regular writing. No skips, no hard starts, no issues whatsoever. No complaints, really. I mean, if you can't already tell, I am so happy that I have this, because it is in my top 5 now for sure. I was a Pelikan fan, but this has made me a Pelikan lover. And if I can get my hands on an M1000 now, then my collection will be complete. And whew, if it's anything like this, or even better, which I don't know, then I'm going to be super, super happy. But guys, that's going to be it for me today. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. If you can see the end card here, if you hit my profile picture, you'll be able to subscribe. New videos come out every Monday and Friday, and the occasional Tuesday is a Q&A type style video. If you don't want to feel, too scared or anything, leave a comment down below. I do read them all, and I try and answer them as soon as I can. What I'm really appreciating from you guys, though, is the amount of interaction that you're having with each other. I really appreciate it, and it does help me out when you guys answer each other's questions. Plus, I think it's just cool. It's kind of creating a little fountain pen community here, which I am a huge fan of. So guys, as always, I will see you next time. Bye!